My child, before you listen, be still, quiet your heart, for these are not just words, but an invitation. Too often, the world tells you marriage is only romance, convenience, or compatibility. But from the beginning, it was never so. Marriage was my covenant, my reflection on earth of heaven's love. Today, I speak to you, not to condemn, but to restore, not to burden, but to heal. Open your heart, for this is holy ground. I say to you, marriage was never meant to be just two people finding each other. From the beginning, it was my covenant. When I created man and woman, I desired that they become one flesh, one heart, one soul in me. Marriage is not simply for personal happiness, but to reflect the love between me and my church. Just as I loved the church and gave my life for her, so the husband is called to love his wife as his own body, and the wife is called to walk beside her husband, not because he is perfect, but because the love comes from me. Many believe emotions are enough to hold marriage together, but feelings rise and fall like the tide. Only the love that comes from me endures. The love that chooses, the love that sacrifices. I chose to love you even when you were undeserving, and I call you to choose to love one another every day. Marriage is the journey of learning to love as I love, not to be served, but to serve, not to always be right, but to learn humility, to learn forgiveness. In marriage, I use one's weakness to shape the other, so that both may grow more into my likeness. When you said, I do, heaven heard it and I remembered. Do not forget, those vows are holy, for I was present. But many remember me at the wedding and then forget me at home. They invite me to the ceremony, but not into their daily lives. And so anger, pride, and selfishness tear apart the love I once gave. My child, marriage cannot stand on the sand of feelings or culture. It can only stand on the rock, on me. When the storm comes, it is not the most beautiful house that survives, but the house built on solid ground. If your marriage feels broken, do not think it is too late. With me, nothing that has died is beyond resurrection. I called Lazarus from the tomb. I can also call your love to life again. If you place me at the center, return to the altar of marriage, not only in church, but in your living room, your kitchen, your bedroom. Hold hands and pray, even when tears have not dried. Open my word, even when your heart feels heavy. Forgive, even when the wound still hurts. Because when you take a step in faith, I will do the rest. Marriage is more than two people, it is a mission. The world will see me through your love. When you forgive, they will see me. When you love through hardship, they will see me. When you remain faithful until the end, they will see me. So do not ask only, does this marriage make me happy? Instead ask, does this marriage glorify me? My child, remember, marriage is where I teach you unconditional love, limitless forgiveness, and sacrificial devotion. That is my love. Let your marriage become a witness of my love. Let me turn water into wine, turn despair into hope, two lives into one. And this is the true meaning of marriage, not just two people in love, but two people reflecting my love. Until the day I return, my beloved child, do not leave this word as a story you heard, but as truth you live. Marriage is not built in a day. It is built daily, with me as the cornerstone. Let forgiveness rise again. Let hope breathe again. Let love be anchored not in fleeting emotion, but in my eternal covenant. Now go, not in fear, but in faith, not in despair, but in promise. For what I join, no storm can destroy, and what I bless, no darkness can erase. This is the meaning of marriage in my eyes: holy, eternal, unshakable. Walk in it, and let your love become a light for the world. Subscribe to the channel and share this video. God will bless you.